All right, welcome to Empowered by Positivity for Adults. This is week one of our Empowered by Positivity for the Adults course. We have two separate courses that I am creating. One is for teens, and we had that earlier today from 1 o'clock until 2. So every Monday from 1 until 2, we will have the Empowered by Positivity course for teens. It's an 8-week course that we are working on where we are going over all of my books, Poetry That Motivates, The As If Principle, Motivational Poetry, Perceptions, Parables, and Pointers. And then this is Who Are You? Your Personal Success Goal Book. This is the book that we are using in the course where we can write down. There are 365 pages just for notating your goals each day, what you are working on. So we're going to be talking about that today, since this is the first live streaming of this course, Empowered by Positivity for the Adults. Earlier today, we had Empowered by Positivity for Teens, and it was fantastic. We had a great time. Right now, we're going to do Empowered by Positivity for the Adults. So every Monday evening for the next 2 months, 8 weeks, we're going to have an hour where we are doing our Empowered by Positivity course. To start off, I want to, and I'm streaming this live to my YouTube channel, my Facebook pages, and several other social media sites. I'm doing that because I thought with this first live course that we are doing, the kickoff, the first week I would like to stream for everyone, that everyone will be able to access this and watch this. If you would like to sign up for the course and continue on with this course, then you can do so by visiting my website, empoweredbypositivity.com. And we'll talk more about that. But to start off with, I want to share a video, and we're going to watch this little video. It's just a short intro to the Empowered by Positivity course. Let me share this with you. Who do you want to become? The person you were yesterday, the person you are today, and the person you can become tomorrow are all very different. You may look at the person you were yesterday and feel guilt, remorse, anger, frustration, and pity. This may even apply to the person you are today. If your past and present circumstances seem unbearable, intolerable, or undesirable in any way, you can change for the better. Decide right now to create a better you for tomorrow. Invest in yourself. Learn as much as you can about the person you want to become. How does he, she speak? What do they do, where, know that you don't? How do they live? What are their dreams, ambitions, plans, goals, values, etc.? Are you working on becoming who you want to become? What qualities and attributes do you need to possess? How will you obtain them? What changes could you make in your life that would be life-changing? Decide to be a better person. Make the decisions you need to make today to become the person you will become tomorrow. There are many stepping stones on the road to success. One of the very first steps towards success is believing in yourself. You must have confidence in your abilities. You must believe in your potential. If you don't believe you can succeed, it won't matter what you do or attempt to do in life. You must believe in yourself. Don't focus on what you can't do. Focus on what you can. Don't focus on what you don't know. Focus on what you do know. Stop thinking about what you have not accomplished and begin dreaming about what you will accomplish. Start your steps towards success today. Your success is only a few steps away. It's never too late to turn around and change direction in life. As a natural result of choice, we have chosen to walk down certain paths that have either been beneficial or detrimental to our well-being. It is never too late to make a course correction and reroute our direction toward happiness, success, and personal satisfaction. If we are not satisfied with the direction we are headed, we can and should turn around. Don't be afraid to go back, turn around, or start over in life. At the end of each day, ask yourself the following questions. What have I learned today? How am I improving? What am I doing that I should not be doing? What am I not doing that I should be doing? Have I been of service to others today? Have I done my very best today to be better than I was yesterday? Am I shaping my day, or is my day shaping me? Do I form habits, or do habits form me? Do I learn from my mistakes and move on, or do my mistakes maim me and cripple my character? Am I taught by my trials, or do my trials turn me to defeat? Have I done the very best I could, or could I possibly do any better? Evaluate what has or has not happened at the conclusion of every day, and commit to do better with each new day that comes your way. All right, we're going to pause that right there. And that was just showing you that excerpt is from my book, Perceptions, Parables, and Pointers. And we'll read some of these excerpts as we go along, because the whole point of this course that we are working on is to help our students improve and be better today than they were yesterday, that we can strive to become better tomorrow than we are today. I'd like to read from this book, Perceptions, Parables, and Pointers, just a few paragraphs. The book is divided up into 3 sections. We start off with perceptions, and it has my own perceptions, thoughts, and views on life. And they're all about a paragraph or so as we go through. And then we have parables, stories that I have written to teach lessons, morals, values. And then the last part is the pointers. And we have 222 of my favorite motivational and inspirational quotes from some of the most amazing women and men throughout history. And I did that, and this is one of the books we use in this course, because I would like to help you change and shift your thinking to elevate your thoughts. We know that what we think about, we begin to speak about, and we begin to do what we have talked about and thought about. And so we're going to be changing your thought process to help you learn how you can become more successful. And success is something that is entirely individual. It's personal. Some people would have you believe that success is tied up with monetary gain, or that you are a success if you are financially successful. But you can be spiritually successful. You can be mentally successful, emotionally successful. We're going to be talking about how you can shift your sights and start to focus on becoming the person you would like to become, setting and achieving goals. And we're going to be working through that with this course. I would like to read just a few things right here on, well, we're going to start, I'm going to read on page 42 from this book right here. It says this: embark on a quest of knowledge, study, learn, inquire, and continue to be curious. Curiosity increases your intensity towards increasing your intelligence. Seek, explore, and discover new knowledge on a daily basis. Determine what areas of study to focus on and expand your areas of expertise. You do not need to know everything about a particular subject, nor will you ever. But choose subjects that interest and fascinate you. Spend a lifetime learning everything you can about a particular subject or subjects. In the beginning, you are the student, but in time, you may become the teacher. Share your knowledge with others. Teach them what you have learned, but never stop learning. Consciously choose to remain curious at all times and in all situations. Here's another one from page 34. And it's talking about stepping stones. And throughout this course, we're going to be talking about stepping stones for success. And I'm going to show you right now, everyone who has signed up for this course, you have the PDF copies of all of these books you have received. Those of you who ordered the paperback copies, you have the paperback copies of these as well. But I have a new book that I'm going to be coming out with, and I'm going to be showing you the rough draft of that. It won't be released until May, but we're going to be working through that book as well. Now, during this 8-week course, every Monday, we're going to have an hour-long class just like this, discussing what you can be doing to improve your personal success in life, however you define that. We're going to be talking about setting goals and even goal stacking, dream mapping. We're going to be talking about how you can actually accomplish more at the same time while doing less. And we're going to even discuss how you can have multiple activities going on at the same time. As an example, if you work out, and part of this course, we're going to be talking about exercising every day, reading and studying every single day. We're going to be talking about how to progress and improve. There is something that we're going to be focusing on. I refer to it as Daily 100. Now, you don't have to do all of these things. You can pick and choose, but to get the most benefit out of this course, I would encourage you to challenge yourself. Daily 100, it's a challenge that I extend to students. As an example, I have a list of about 15 to 20 different items that you can choose from this list. And I tell students, just choose 5. Just 5. And it's called the Daily 100. You can do more, but I tell them just do 5. As an example, do 100 push-ups every day. Do 100 sit-ups every day. Do 100 pull-ups every day. Do 100, yet, and many of these are focusing on exercise. But we also have walk or run or play sports for 100 minutes every day. Now, if you choose 5 of these, and we have read for 100 minutes per day, we have different things, and it's called the Daily 100. If you start focusing on some of these areas and aspects of life, you will see a dramatic change. It could be a change physically with your health and well-being. It could be a change mentally. If you read for 100 minutes every day, or if you listen to 100 minutes worth of motivational self-help podcasts, books on tape, well, I guess they're not books on tape anymore, but you can go through and you can start to see how doing this daily, and we refer to it as learning how to schedule success. And we're going to talk about that. But we're going to talk about how you can transform your life. And you need to be committed. Now, I'm going to read, again, this is on page 34. Right at the top, it talks about stepping stones for success. There are many stepping stones on the road to success. One of the very first steps towards success is believing in yourself. You must have confidence in your abilities. You must believe in your potential. If you don't believe you can succeed, it won't matter what you do or attempt to do in life. You must believe in yourself. Don't focus on what you can't do. Focus on what you can. Don't focus on what you don't know. Focus on what you do know. Stop thinking about what you have not accomplished and begin dreaming about what you will accomplish. Start your steps towards success today. Your success is only a few steps away. Now, that is, again, from my book, Perceptions, Parables, and Pointers. And it's just a motivational message that I wrote down and shared. But what I want to help people understand is that you have the opportunity to be in charge of your life. No one has that opportunity. No one has that privilege. You can take control of your life and start to make a difference. Now, it may take sacrifices. It may take your time. But what you can do is you can start to believe in yourself. I'm going to share a few screens here with you, and I'll explain about this as I go on. I'm going to first off share the PDF version of my new book that I'm coming out with, and it is titled Becoming Who You Were Born to Be. So let me share this with you. Now, the way this course is set up, every single week, we're going to have a list of to-do items. And every day for the next 2 months, those of you who are enrolled in this course will receive an email from me. It's a daily email. We start this course on Monday. So every Monday, we have an hour-long class, which we are doing right now for the adults. It's in the evenings from 6 until 7 every Monday night. For the teens, ages 12 to 18, it's every Monday during the day from 1 until 2. Now, if they can't make it, a lot of them are homeschooled and they can make it. If they cannot make it, that's okay. All of these video lessons are being added to the website. So you'll be able to log into your account and access all of the video lessons. Now, this is the outline of my new book, Becoming Who You Were Born to Be. You can see, who are you? You are uniquely original, born for greatness, in search of happiness and a sense of purpose. What does success look like for you? Stepping stones for success, the apathetic axiom and the motivation matrix, success habits for a richer life, how to schedule success. Work is wonderful. You can do difficult things, befriending failure. Failure is your friend. Do not dwell on defeat. When we fall down, we get back up. Planning and preparing for whatever life brings your way. Put in the time. Get going on your goals, guts, and greatness. The world is at your fingertips. Self-discipline, how to understand and follow principles. Develop good habits, how to learn and develop skills. A moral compass, how to define and live by our values. We need more peace and positivity, being better today than we were yesterday. And all of this encompasses the art of listening. Obstacles are opportunities, and you are what you read. And we'll talk about the physical world, the intellectual world, the spiritual world, and the social world. But I'd like to show you this. This is chapter 1 from the book. Now, even though the book will not be available in paperback format until May, every student who has signed up for this course, every week I will be sending you 1 or 2 chapters from the book. Now, that will go along with, we have a scheduled assigned reading from my various books. Each of the daily emails that you receive will have ideas and suggestions from my poetry, 2 different videos to have you watch. Now, this starts off, and I'd just like to read this first part for you. It says, "Who are you?" It's a question. And then it has a Serbian proverb. "Be humble, for you are made of earth. Be noble, for you are made of stars." And then I wanted to have this imagery to have you think about. It says this: imagine sinking into a deep and darkened pit, devoid of light and life. You can't see anything and no one can hear you or help you. You are lost and alone. You don't even remember where you are going because you don't know where you are, and realize you can't remember where you have been. Darkness surrounds you and soon overtakes you. Think about that. Darkness surrounds you and soon overtakes you. Without light, you are literally lost. Everything is confusing, and everything is confusing, and all you have remaining is hope. A hope that you will find light or realize you are not alone. You pray for answers and hope you'll find your way out of this pit of despair. You need help and hope someone will hear your prayers. Now, I wanted to start that off having everyone start to realize we are not alone. It may feel as if we've fallen into a pit, as if we are in the depths of despair, as if we have been poisoned by pessimism, and we may feel that way. But I want you to realize that you are not alone. It continues on and it poses a question. What is your purpose in life? Who are you and why are you here? Who would you like to become? And then as the book continues on, there are quite a few things that I've added, stories and different questions, perceptions. I'd like to scroll down and skim over some of this right here. And we're going to drop down to this. I believe in you. This is actually a poem I wrote a few years ago, and it's from my book, The As If Principle, Motivational Poetry. This book has 222 motivational poems I've written, and I'd like to read this for you. In my book, it's actually found on page 12 of the book. In my new book, it will be on, actually, it looks like it's on page 12, but that hasn't been formatted yet. But it says this: I believe in you. You can follow along. I believe in you. I believe in all that you can do. I believe you're intelligent. I believe in your dreams. I believe circumstance is irrelevant. It never is quite what it seems. I believe in your abilities. I believe in your word. I believe you'll do what you say you will do because I believe in you. You are capable. You are able. You're more powerful than you know. You'll accomplish what you want to accomplish. You'll learn and improve and grow. I believe in your future. I believe you will do your best. I believe you will prosper. I believe you will be blessed. I believe in your talents. I believe in your gifts. I believe God has a purpose for you. He inspires, prepares, and lifts. I believe in your greatness. I believe in your heart. I believe you have a mission in life and will fulfill and do your part. I hope you believe in yourself. I hope you believe in your dreams. I know you will do what you are sent here to do. Your life is much more than it seems. Now, I want you to think about that for a moment. Your life is much more than it seems. There are three main questions that we ask everyone to start off with. Who are you at this moment? Who have you been in the past? Who would you like to be and eventually become in the future? Those are three questions to help you begin to think about the past, present, and future. Now, the past is behind us. We can't do anything about the past. We need to forgive ourselves for what has transpired in the past. But we need to be prepared in the present and then be preparing for the future. We start to go through and we'll talk about this within the course and within the book. It says this: Lao Tzu said, if you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. See, the past and the future are entities that we honestly cannot control. Something that has already happened in the past, we can't change it. We can't fix it. Yes, we may be able to apologize when we have done things that we regret, or try in some small way to make recompense. But the past is behind us for a reason, and the future is in front of us, but we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Oftentimes, we don't know what's happening today, let alone tomorrow. So we must always be present. Later in the book and within the course, I talk about two examples. I like to speak of future Frank, and then we have Parley Past. And the two are at opposite extremes. Future Frank can't live in the present because he's always thinking about the future. And Parley Past can't live in the present because all he does is remember the glory days of the past. We need to be present in this moment and focus on the task at hand. So the question that I have here is, who do you want to become? Now, this is a question that you probably are looking at the words and you think you've heard that before. At the very start of this weekly lesson, I had the video and I was quoting from my book, Perceptions, Parables, and Pointers. This is an excerpt from that book. Right here, it says, who do you want to become? The person you were yesterday, the person you are today, and the person you can become tomorrow are all very different. You may look at the person you were yesterday and feel guilt, remorse, anger, frustration, and pity. This may even apply to the person you are today. If your past and present circumstances seem unbearable, intolerable, or undesirable in any way, you can change for the better. Decide right now to create a better you for tomorrow. Invest in yourself. Learn as much as you can about the person you want to become. How does he, she speak? What do they do, where, know that you don't? How do they live? What are their dreams, ambitions, plans, goals, values, etc.? Are you working on becoming who you want to become? What qualities and attributes do you need to possess? How will you obtain them? What changes could you make in your life that would be life-changing? Decide to be a better person. Make the decisions you need to make today to become the person you will become tomorrow. And that is what this entire course is all about. It's about change, seeing a transformation, improving, progressing, being a better version of yourself. This entire course is about being better today than you were yesterday, and then striving to become better tomorrow than you are today. Now I'm going to come down here. We're just going to skip some of this. I want you to think of who you are. Again, we're not thinking about who you were in the past. That is behind you. Either your victories and your successes or your failures and your weaknesses. It's all behind you. I want you to think about who you presently are right now. Who are you? And then we need to think about the little steps along the way that will help you grow, improve, and be better each day. Who you want to become. Here's a question I want you to think about. When you look in the mirror, look yourself in the eyes and try to see into your soul. Ask yourself if you are content where you are in life and with what you are doing. Are there any areas in your life where you could improve or be better? If you are honest with yourself, you will come up with a few areas that need a little work. Now, we all do. We all can find areas. What I want you to do, and with this first week, every day we will have an assignment for those of you who are enrolled in the course. And if you want to learn more about the course, this first week, I'm doing this live for everyone, that anyone can watch this on my social media pages or on my YouTube channel. The next remaining 7 weeks, because this is an 8-week course, In order to attend these, you will need to have signed up for the course. You can learn more by going to empoweredbypositivity.com. We have one course for the teens and one for the adults. Now, with all of the attendees, the students, I have them do a get to know yourself in a whole new way game. It's kind of a fun game. Now, you can do this on your own. Get to know yourself in a whole new way. I have you ask these questions. And these questions, you can even get together with family members and ask these questions. And the answers are very eye opening. And it makes you think because what you tell yourself about yourself says a lot to others about how you see yourself and who you are. So, this is a get to know you in a whole new way, fun way to get to know people. And I tell people this. These are questions, and I've just put 12. You can have more questions, you can do less, but I tell them question number 1. If I were a Marvel character, I would be ... And then you answer. For me personally, my answer is Captain America. And I'm not going to go into detail and explain why, but just my answers alone, whether you see yourself as the hero or the villain, and you can choose any character, but it's eye-opening who you choose and why. Question 2, if I were a DC comic superhero or villain, I would be, my answer is Superman. That's who I see myself as, a DC comic superhero or villain. If I were a Disney character, I would be, my answer is Mickey Mouse. What's yours? And why? You don't have to answer and respond, but you need to think about this, and it helps you start to see yourself in a whole new light. Even though it's a fun, simple game, you start thinking, well, why do I think of myself or view myself as this individual or this character? And you start to kind of understand yourself a little better. If I were a Looney Tune character, I would be, my answer is Bugs Bunny. If I were a Star Wars character, I would be, my answer is The Mandalorian. If I were a classical composer, I would be, and I put down Chopin or Rachmaninoff, maybe Beethoven. Okay, if I were thinking of myself as a classical composer. Okay, down here I put, you get the idea. I presented a few questions and answers. Now you can go on, you can ask more questions, but here, as an example, question 7, if I had superpowers, they would be, if I could do anything for work, it would be, if I could live anywhere in the world, it would be, ... If I could meet any individual, past or present, she or he would be, if I could learn any foreign language, it would be, if I were independently wealthy, I would do this with my time. And so what you do is you first off discover who you would be, and then you ask yourself, why? Now, this can be really fun if you start asking your spouse or if you ask your children, and their responses can be entertaining and interesting, quite fascinating, actually. But it's enlightening and eye-opening. This is to help you think about who you are. Now, down here it says, the answers to these questions and other questions like these are always eye-opening and revealing to the individual. Ask yourself questions every day and honestly answer the questions you ask yourself. Why do you get up each morning? Why do you do the work you do? What do you hope to accomplish each day? What do you hope your children will learn from you? What do you think you are learning from the struggles and trials you face each day? What can you do to be better, kinder, more teachable, more humble? What can you do today to change or fix mistakes from your past? These questions can go on and on. Talk with yourself and have an honest conversation with yourself about who you are and who you want to become. Now, that poem, I Believe in You, that I shared with you earlier from my book, The As If Principle. In this book, I rewrote it. I share it initially and originally in this book few pages earlier, I shared, I believe in you. But then we switch and I rewrote it to be, I believe in me. Everyone who is enrolled in this course, you receive a copy of this as a PDF, and you can put it up on your mirror or frame it or do whatever. But we encourage everyone who is taking this course to read this to themselves every day. You can read it out loud. You can read it silently. But if you were to read this out loud every day and you started thinking positively about your thoughts and your words and your actions and believing in who you are, these words would change the way you see yourself. Now, again, this is I Believe in Me. It's from my book, The As If Principle. But in that book, I wrote it as I Believe in You, and it's all about I believe in you. And I want you to think of this and read these words. You can read them out loud to yourself right now. I believe in me. Let me read this to you. I believe in me. I believe in all that I can do. I believe I'm intelligent. I believe in my dreams. I believe circumstance is irrelevant. It never is quite what it seems. I believe in my abilities. I believe in my word. I believe I'll do what I say I will do because I believe in me. I am capable. I am able. I'm more powerful than I know. I'll accomplish what I want to accomplish. I'll learn and improve and grow. I believe in my future. I believe I will do my best. I believe I will prosper. I believe I will be blessed. I believe in my talents. I believe in my gifts. I believe God has a purpose for me. He inspires, prepares, and lifts. I believe in my greatness. I believe in my heart. I believe I have a mission in life and will fulfill and do my part. I hope I will always believe in myself. I hope I will always believe in my dreams. I know I will do what I was sent here to do. My life is much more than it seems. Now it's simple. And of course, everyone who has signed up for this course, this is my new book I'm coming out with in May, Becoming Who You Were Born to Be. Everyone in the course, you will actually have access behind the scenes, so to speak, where you will get the PDF of this book, but we're doing it in sections where every week you will receive 1 to 2 chapters from this new book. You have already or should already have received all of these PDF books that we are using with the course. But look what I put right down here. Believe in yourself. Believe in your greatness. Believe in your abilities and the beauty and power within you. Remember the words of Michelangelo. I love the Renaissance. I love the Renaissance artists and sculptors and learning everything I can about them. This is talking about Michelangelo, the great sculptor. Remember the words of Michelangelo, the great Renaissance sculptor and artist, when he said, I saw the angel in the marble and carved until I set him free. You are that angel imprisoned within a raw and unfinished block of marble of your own making. Set yourself free by seeing the greatness within you. Realize your own self-worth and know that you have an important mission in life. Never give up on yourself or your dreams. Now, at the end of each chapter, and there are 20 chapters in this book, well, 21, but 20 main chapters in this book, at the end of each chapter, I have my stepping stone strategy for knowing who I am, who I can become, or whatever we are focusing on. In this particular instance, it's my stepping stone strategy for knowing who I am and who I can become. In later chapters, it's my stepping stone strategy for learning how to schedule success or learning how to overcome obstacles or whatever it may be. Now, if you were to read this every day for a week or 2 weeks, you would see a great change in how you view yourself. Let me read this for you. It says, I will be humble, for I am made of the earth. But I will be noble, for I am made of the stars. I will always be teachable. I don't know everything, and I never will. I'm okay with that. Every day I am learning and growing. As I learn and grow, I improve and progress. The majority of my problems in life are created because of my inexperience in life and lack of knowledge to know what I should do. I will always ask others for advice. I may appear unintelligent or uninformed to others, but I will learn and grow, for that is my purpose in life. I have humility, so I will listen to and learn from everyone. I depend on others, and they also depend on me. Because of this interdependency, we will learn and grow together. We will help and encourage each other as we progress through life together. I am a winner. I will not whine about my problems or difficulties in life. Each individual has drawn their own set of cards in life and must play the hand they have been dealt. Every now and then I must fold and start over. But I will not whine about it. That is part of life. I will always open my heart and soul until I see the vision of life and the goodness that surrounds me. I know that my visions and dreams are the offspring of my soul. They are the blueprints of my future achievements. My vision will clear away the cobwebs from my past life. No longer will my eyes be entangled in the world's wearisome web. Just as Michelangelo set the angel free from within its marble prison, so likewise will I let my visions and dreams experience freedom. I will set them free. Through my dreams and visions, I am free to change my present circumstance. I am not held by the chains of my circumstance or surroundings anymore. I am only limited by my vision. I can only be limited by myself. I cannot see things as they are, for now I see everything as I am. I must instead see myself for what and who I can become. I can see the possibilities within myself. I can see the possibilities within others as well. I will never drown my dreams or the dreams that others may have. My vision is clear and precise. I know who I want to become. I can see the lifestyle I long to have because it's right in front of me. It always has been, but I could not see clearly as now I do. I understand the importance of seeing myself performing and fulfilling my dreams in my mind before I even attempt to achieve them. I will visualize my achievements before I achieve them. Life is based on perceptions. My perception has been based on what I have chosen to see in the past. Now I will choose that which is good and positive, only the best. My perception of life greatly affects my performance in life. I will not focus on defects and problems either in myself or others, for this destroys my perception. I will find solutions to my problems and improve my own personal defects. But I will not be preoccupied or overly focused and concerned about my imperfections. I am a work in progress. Everyone is. I will open my eyes and see. I have been blinded in the past by lies I have believed, but now I can see because I choose to look for the good within me and those around me. My dreams are ready to be fulfilled. They are waiting for me to bring them to life. I will not make them wait any longer. I will not lose my vision. I will not let my vision be filled with venom or vile. My vision will be filled with vitality and life. I hold the paintbrush of my beautiful future within my hands. I have the power to paint light, love, laughter, happiness, spirituality, intelligence, success, and wealth upon my own portrait. I can have wonderful relationships and be both physically and spiritually fit. I can achieve all such aspirations as I choose. I will dream my dreams and live my dreams by focusing on that which I desire most. I am no longer blinded by my past, for now I can see the beauty that awaits me. The gift of life is eternally before me. And it goes on. This is just a small section of chapter 1. Now, we are doing 2 of these chapters per week. I'm going to stop sharing that right there. We'll come back to the front right here. But with this, every day we are working out of the Who Are You Personal Success Goal Book. Now, the way this book is designed, this is about having you set your own goals, having you become the individual you would like to become. Now, we will have some goals that we encourage everyone to do, reading every day, to be lifelong learners. That is something within this course that we talk about, where you set a goal, how many books you will read in a month, in a week, maybe how many books you'll read in a year. You start to realize that the more you learn, the more you read, the more you study, the more you grow, then the better you are able to understand not only about yourself, but others and situations and lifestyles. This book right here, Who Are You? It's a thick book. We have 365 pages solely devoted to writing down what your daily focus is, your virtue. We talk about reading a daily biography. Every day we have a different objective, different goal. At the very top, you can see it says, today is your day. And then it says, personal improvement outline for you. And then below that, it encourages you to do something. On this side, the left side, well, I guess that's the right side for you, it says, learn a magic trick today. On the other side, it says, ask your neighbor how they are doing. See if you can help out. Every day, there is something different for you to do. Write the title of a book you'd like to write. If you want, start it. Here we have learn a little of the history of the Mayan civilization today. Every day, we have something different to work on. Be polite and sincere when speaking with everyone. Over here, we have work on your posture today. Stand up straight. So every day we have something to work on. If you notice, we have macro goals and micro goals. We never do more than 3. 3 is the number. It's the magic number. Far too many people are trying to do too much. The first part of this book, we have 60 pages where we talk about goal setting and we talk about discovering who you are. The book, instead of having me do this, I think I'm going to share the PDF version so you can see what the PDF version looks like. Let me pull that up right here, and I will share this with you instead. Okay, let me share. Who Are You? Okay, this is the book right here. So, this is what the PDF looks like. Let me scroll up to the top. Okay. So this is the PDF book, Who Are You? Your Personal Success Goal Book. All of these physical books are available from my website or from Amazon.com. You can buy the physical copy. But here, everyone and if you would like, even if you are not signed up for the course, you can actually download this book for free on my website, empoweredbypositivity.com, and I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. But here, it says, Who are you? The first 64 pages, it's talking about goal setting, learning who you are. Okay? Now, first off, we start with self-discovery. Discover who you are. George Eliot said, it's never too late to be who you might have been. Okay? And then we start off, and I ask a question, who am I? And I tell everyone, write a small paragraph, not a large paragraph. Who am I? And you write a brief summary of who you think you are, your beliefs, your talents, your interests. And then you write a brief summary of who you want to be. Who do I want to be? Realizing I must live with myself for the rest of my life, what kind of person do I want to be and strive to become each day? Now, on the next page, you have an entire page where you can go to town and write about who you are. I say now that you're warmed up, try writing an entire page of who you think you are. And then on the next page, I say you are wonderful. You may not think so at times, and you may worry others don't think so as well, but you are wonderful. Part of this self-discovery process is being comfortable with where you are on your process through life. The problem is far too many people, and we are all included in, I'm included in this, we compare ourselves with others. But what we always do is we compare our weaknesses with others' strengths. We never compare our strengths with someone else's weaknesses or strengths. We shouldn't. But most of the time, we are comparing what we don't know, what we haven't learned, what we have not become, what we have not obtained or achieved with what everyone else has already learned or become or obtained or achieved. I had a piano student one time, and he was from New York, and he worked on Wall Street. And after his second lesson, he had had 2 lessons with me, and he was doing a wonderful job. He became very upset. I don't know if it was that New Yorker coming out within him, but he just became very upset and stood up and said, I can't believe this. I'm done. I don't know why I can't play as well as you can. And I looked at him and I said, what? And he said, why can't I play as well as you can? And I said, you've been playing for 2 weeks. This is your second lesson. And you told me that the first week you didn't even have time to get any practice in. You didn't sit down to the piano even for 1 week. So you've had 1 week of practice. And even then, it wasn't a whole lot of practice. And I told him, I am in my 40s, my early 40s. Well, coming up early, mid 40s. And I said, I have been playing for most of my life. I started when I was 5 or 6. I don't expect you to be able to play after 2 weeks, 2 lessons. I don't expect you to play the way I do on the piano. No one would expect that. And I said, you need to give yourself a little freedom to grow. And sometimes we look at failure and we think it's an obstacle. And far too many people, they view it as an obstacle. This is my book, Poetry That Motivates. Let me read this to you. This is actually found on page 11 from the book, and it is titled, Befriend the Failure You Fear. This is what it says. I'm going to come back here for a second. Befriend the failure you fear. This is what it says. Do not fear failure. Befriend the failure you fear. Failure can become a dear friend if you let it, but most fear failure and eventually regret it. Failure is not folly full, to be avoided and dreaded and cursed. It is a gift we have been given, so we might improve the performance we've daily rehearsed. Each step backwards is a friendly failure, not a foe to be beaten and bruised, for with each failure we learn something new, though most feel discarded and used. Do not let failure frighten you. Face it with faith and might. Encourage it and learn from it, for each failure can bring you new light. Now, all of these motivational poems that I've written, I wrote them to motivate me, to motivate myself. And then I wanted to help motivate others as well through them. But it's something that I wanted to do to inspire others with the motivational poetry that I wrote to help motivate myself. Let me bring this page back up here again. And what I'll do is I'll actually, well, maybe we'll do that, make it a little larger. So this is You Are Wonderful. Now, I tell everyone, You need to first discover what your personal mission in life is and how you can understand what you were born to do, who you are supposed to be. Now, I'm not going to start speaking about religion, although within the book we do talk about that to a certain degree. But here, I have a quote by Buddha. It says, "Your purpose in life is to find your purpose in life and give your whole life to it." And here I have a question. What is your personal mission in life? Everyone has purpose and meaning in life, and everyone was born to do something. You can think of it as our calling, our destiny, our life's ambition, or our hope and desire to make a difference in the world. We all have something of value we can share with others: our time, talents, ideas, knowledge, perspective, beliefs, values, and love. Just knowing we believe in others is inspiring and powerful. Part of discovering our purpose in life is to educate, empower, and ennoble those around us and help them discover who they are and who they can become without becoming lost and confused by all the mixed messages offered by the media. This is particularly pertinent to children and youth who are trying to discover who they are and what their own talents, abilities, and capabilities are, and what direction they want to go in life. I encourage everyone to first create a personal mission statement and also a life plan. Now, this is something we do the first week. So, this first week within this course, every day for the next 2 months, those of you who have enrolled in this course, you will be receiving a daily email. And with that daily email, you will have links to different videos that I have created, either music videos with peaceful meditation music, relaxing music, or motivational messages, or we will have maybe one of my poems from poetry books. And then you can go to those poetry books and you can read them. But then we will also have, we don't refer to it as to do as much as we refer to it as to be and become. It's not a to-do list. It's a to be and become. That is what we are focusing on. And so we will list different success habits that you can start to develop each day, goals that you can give yourself. We talk about scheduling success. If you would like to lose weight, as an example, you need to not only eat healthy food and eat less of it, but you need to exercise more. You need to set aside time to focus on your physical health and well-being. But what you need to do is have the same time scheduled every day, where it then becomes a form of scheduling success. Maybe you tell yourself you want to run 3 times a week. Maybe you want to work out 3 times a week. And you schedule the same time every day. And then what happens is you are scheduling success. But we talk about success stacking. It's not just about scheduling success. Within that time period, if you can work out, let's say that you are working out for 30 minutes and you have the same scheduled time every day to work out. Well, while you are working out, you can listen to a motivational, inspirational podcast, or you can watch a video that is inspiring or motivating while you are exercising. See, now we've been able to take care of motivational, inspirational words of wisdom while we are exercising. We are becoming physically fit and spiritually strong, is what I like to tell people. But then if you did that and maybe you listen to one of my meditation relaxation albums in the background, music has a power. And we talk about this in several of our weeks. We talk about the power, the healing power of music. Sometimes we talk about grounding. If you were to go outside, walk barefoot in the grass, walk barefoot on the beach, let the waves caress against your ankles. You are connecting with the earth. The earth has so many healing properties. There's energy within the earth. And when we are walking barefoot, we are absorbing that energy. Same thing when you go hug a tree. I'm a tree hugger. My wife and I love to go and just put our hands on trees, especially really old trees. You can feel their energy, and it's empowering. Now, think if you were exercising while listening to a motivational podcast or watching, sometimes, most times, what I like to do is I like to listen to spiritual leaders or general conference or prophets, apostles, whatever. I like to listen to that while exercising, while in the background having meditation relaxation music. Well, the meditation relaxation music that I have created for my various albums, it's set at 60 beats per minute. Our heartbeat follows and responds to rhythm. So the first thing that happens is when your heart is beating quickly, you're anxious, you're excited, whatever it may be, when you listen to meditation relaxation music, your heart rate starts to slow down. It starts to naturally calm you because the heart responds to rhythm, which is why when you're watching a scary movie, think of Jaws, they start the tempo out slow, very, very slow. And then they gradually get faster and faster and faster, and the tempo speeds up. And then the volume increases in intensity, and then we actually scare ourselves because our heartbeat is responding to the rhythm, and we are following the rhythm, and we're scaring ourselves because music has a power. Our heartbeat is starting out with a slower beat, and then the rhythm, it starts to follow that. That is why in ancient times, if you think of the Spartans, Romans, any of the great empires, they always had drummers who would set the pace, and they would go faster and faster when they were drumming because they wanted to have the heartbeat accelerate to energize and excite or prepare the warriors for the fight they were about to fight. And it's the same thing with the music we listen to. So if you exercise, listen to a motivational podcast, a talk, whatever, and you have gentle meditation, relaxation music, instrumental music in the background, you have all three of those happening, all of a sudden, you have just focused on success stacking. You're able to do multiple things at once. I used to say, it's like killing, multiple spiders or, two spiders with one tissue. And my wife liked that better than two birds with one stone. And she said that was not very nice. And so it's very, very helpful to think about what we are doing. On the next page, I have how you can start to organize your life. First, we start off with a personal mission statement. What is your mission in life? And I have an example. This is what I feel my personal mission in life happens to be. And I have it on all of my motivation self-help books, all of my music books. I have this personal mission statement. And it says, my purpose and mission in life is to motivate myself and others through my music and writing, to help others find their purpose and mission in life, and to teach values that encourage everyone everywhere to do and be their best. That is what I feel is my personal mission in life. And I put, it doesn't need to be long at all. Mine is very short, but to the point. So I tell everyone, here is a small section down here at the bottom where you can write out your personal mission statement. And it doesn't need to be long. It shouldn't be long. When we get to the life plan, you can write down a life plan of your own. I have an example right here. I want to be with my family and teach my family values and truths. I want to leave a legacy for my family and serve and help and teach people from all over the world. I want to travel and visit as many countries, national parks, monuments, museums, historical sites, and religious centers as I can. I want to eat wonderful food in exceptional restaurants all over the world. We like to eat out. We like to eat in different restaurants. I put down here, I want to mentor others. I want to speak with groups. I want to write poetry, self-help books, inspirational stories, mini motivational collections, short books to help inspire and motivate people. I want to compose music and create my own original instrumental pieces in various styles and genres for piano and all instruments, ballads, pop rock pieces, new age music, classical opera, Broadway, show tunes, hymns, meditation music, children's songs, soundtrack scores. I want to teach music through online videos for worldwide distribution and streaming, and try to motivate others through my music and writing. I want to create short motivational movies that teach principles, values, and morals in an effort to uplift and edify others and make a difference in the world. I want to create children's books to teach values and principles, draw a music, comic, cartoon series, write essays on personal improvement, and create a lifelong personal development program for myself and others. In short, I want to help others, myself and others, be better. This is what I want to do with my life and my time. I will always strive to put God and my family first and strive to serve those around me. And then I say, it's your turn. Now you can create your own personal life plan. And then here you have a larger page. You can write your personal life plan. And see, it's great because what we are doing is we are starting to help you describe the you want to be. And then you can write down an entire page. Who do you want to be and become? And then we talk about formula for success. 3 main steps: dream, plan and prepare, and go to work. And it may sound too simplistic, it may sound easy, but these are the 3 steps towards success: dream, plan and prepare, go to work. We set aside and we encourage everyone. I'm going to come back to the front view here right now for the solo view. We encourage everyone to set aside time every week. What you should do is every day, if you took 5 minutes every day with this goal book and you sat down and you took 5 minutes, maybe at the beginning of your day or even at the end of your day, and filled out this page right here. It starts on page 63. Every day, if you filled out this and talked about your daily focus, and you could do it the night before. The night before, you can say, what do I want my daily focus for tomorrow to be or become? Daily virtue. We have a list of virtues on page 51. Much like Benjamin Franklin actually would choose different virtues he would work on. And then daily biography. Who did you learn about today and how has their life influenced you? And then we have 3 micro goals to be accomplished each day. Now, daily to-do checklist of chores, homework, activities to be done today, the 3 most important ones. So think of these as micro goals to help you with your macro goals. Books to read and finish this week. What did I discover about myself? Every day, if you took just 5 minutes, you can think of it like a journal, a personal success journal, to help you as you improve and progress. And that is what we are doing within this course. Now I'm going to share a website page right here. I had told you how I would show you how you can download this PDF book for free right here. Let me share my page so you can see what I'm talking about. We're going to go to this page right here. All right. This is for the teens. This is my website, musicmotivation.com. But if I click on motivation here, okay, we're going to do that. This will take me to, and this is empoweredbypositivity.com. So if you typed in empoweredbypositivity.com, this page would pop up, and on this page, there's a pop-up screen right here. You can see the pop-up screen. It just has this, and it says, enter your name and email address below to download your free personal success PDF book. Now, with this PDF book, you can actually enter your name and email address right here. And then when you hit submit, instantly, an email will be sent to you that has the PDF. that you can then download that PDF. And we want everyone to have the free PDF. If you want to buy the book and have the physical book, you can buy that on Amazon, and that will be sent to you. If you have Amazon Prime, it'll be there in a few days, 2 to 3 days. But this is Empowered by Positivity. This is what we were talking about with this life skills course that we are doing. It's an 8-week live life skills course. Now, this page, it's the one for the adults. Every Monday evening for the next 2 months from 6 until 7, and we may go over 7:30. It's an hour to an hour and a half every week. We are doing this course for the adults. The teens, if you have teens who would like to do this, you can click on the teens and it will take them to the teen page. And every Monday afternoon from 1 until 2, and it explains, if you scroll down, it explains right here from 1 until 2 p.m. is when we have the teen group that is taught in the afternoon for the teens. Now, a lot of homeschool students can do that. If you're not homeschooled, you may be in school at that time, but all of these lessons are filmed and recorded, so you can log into your account, and I'll show you how to do that here in a second. But you can scroll through and you can read about what we discuss in these weekly group online course lessons that I'm teaching. Here it just explains about everything. Right here, these are the 20 different chapters from my new book. That's what we're going over as we are explaining about this. And then, of course, you have access to all of these PDF books. There are 8 weeks of training, live training that I teach. Week 1, self-discovery. Week 2, personal mission. Week 3, formula for success. Week 4, positive thinking. Week 5, skills, principles, and values. Week 6, the power of knowledge. Week 7, strengths and weaknesses. Week 8, learning and living by virtues. And then here it explains an outline of every single week. This is where we are for this week. Discover who you are, getting to know yourself. And then every single day, an email will be sent out. And within that email, you will have different to be and become challenges. Every day you will have a challenge for exercising, a challenge for reading. And we go through the 8 weeks right here. Down at the very bottom, you can buy the course and you can click on that, and then you can enter your information right there. And then when I hit buy the course, you can pay. Right now it's $49.95 for the 8 weeks. That includes all the PDF books and everything. You can pay with a credit card or you can pay with PayPal, whatever you want. If you want, you can add on the physical books and we'll ship those out to you. You can add on the physical books, or you can also add on, we have a customer for life package you can add on, or don't have that. And then right here, that's the total. I have tax because I'm in Utah. But that's really all it is for this course, Empowered by Positivity. Now, we have up in the right-hand corner, see how we have a login? If you click on the login right here, and I'm going to share this new page, it will take you to this page where you can access your customer center profile. Within your customer center profile, on the left, we have a community page. Now, this is wonderful, and we have various community pages. You probably won't see all of these here because this is for the apprentice stage, maestro stage, virtuoso stage, essential piano teachers, customer for life. Down here, we have Empowered by Positivity for adults and for teens. Now, we can click on this, and then we can actually, this is a community. We just launched it, so we don't have any posts, but we can actually, everyone who is within the course and who has purchased the course, this is where we can share our successes or our weaknesses, our failures. We can talk about what our goals are. We can encourage each other, and I will check this every day and be able to encourage and share counsel, advice, suggestions, but we can do a post. So if I were to create a post right here, I'm just going to say, please share your personal successes. You are wonderful. Keep up the great work. Now, maybe I want to have it be bold. We can do that, okay? And then I can hit post. When I hit post, right here, we will have this. People can leave comments. People can do a thumbs up and like it. Shows that I liked it on my own, okay? But you can leave a comment. And then this is a place where we can actually encourage each other and we can build a community around the Empowered by Positivity course and group. Right here we have my account, Learning Hub. If I click on the dashboard, and you can access it by the Learning Hub as well, but I'll show you the dashboard. It takes you to the Customer Center. Now this, you will only see what you have purchased from my website. So if you've purchased courses, these are all the different courses that I've created. If you haven't purchased these, you won't see these. Down below that, it has all of the different books I've written. If you haven't purchased these books, you won't see them here. And there are a lot of books, so we have 8 pages worth because I have over 40 books that I've written and a lot of courses and individual sheet music and things. So you can see all of this is right here. But up above where it says access all of your courses, here we have Empowered by Positivity for adults, and then this is Empowered by Positivity for teens. If I click on the Empowered by Positivity for adults, it will take me to this dashboard center. This is where you can access, if you click on the Welcome to Empowered by Positivity, this is where you can download all of the PDF books if you haven't downloaded them yet. You can click on any of these PDF books and download, print them out. It has the outline for the entire course. And then you can click Mark Lesson Complete, and it will take you to the next tab. Now, this is week 1. This is where we are. As you notice, we don't have the video up here, but the lesson we are doing right now on the video that we're filming, as soon as this lesson is finished, I'm going to upload it here, and you'll be able to access this within your Customer Center. Down below, it has the brief synopsis of what we are working on this week. But then, as I mentioned before, we have all of the different assignments for week 1 to really have this course be helpful and beneficial. And to get the most out of this course, it is encouraged that you read everything that I've put in here. Right here it says, read pages 5 through 12 from Who Are You? Your Personal Success Goal Book. And then I Believe in You. Now, I read that poem to you right now. It's in the As If Principle. Okay. Read the I Believe in Me daily mission statement. I read that to you. Listen to An Old Man's Tale. That's another poem I wrote from the As If Principle. Objectives, goals. And then it goes through and talks about write out a short summary of who you are, who you would like to be, found on page 10. Write out an entire detailed page of who you think you are at this moment, including your beliefs, talents, interests, who you would like to be. Write down a complete list of what I like about myself and what I don't like about myself. Learn to be honest with yourself. Learn about self-talk. Okay, and then it says additional reading. Perceptions, pages 1 through 8 from the book Perceptions, Parables, and Pointers. The Night of Nobility. This is also from my book, Perceptions, Parables, and Pointers. And this is a tale about a knight who goes on a quest. It starts, as is mentioned there, on page 100. And then the story, it's just a story I wrote, The Night of Nobility. I would like to have you read that to help you see how you are on a quest to discover who you are and who you can become. Read that entire, it's about a noble young knight named Jerald. Now, it may be close with Jerald, but Gerard. And he goes on a quest to find a brave old knight known as Sir Tristan the Great. And then it talks about what he experiences as he faces dragons and he overcomes obstacles. So that is a story, a parable that I wrote to help teach principles and values. And then pointers, pages 167 through 171 from the book Perception of Parables and Pointers. And then you can rewatch this video. We will add a few more additional things in this, but each week you will be able to re-access the video lessons and then also access all of the challenges that we have. That is something I want you to focus on, how you can do your best and be better today and be better tomorrow and continually strive to be better each and every day. That is our focus, and that is what we are working on. I know that as we go throughout this course, we can help be a strength to each other. And it's not just what I am sharing with you, it's what you share with me. Right now, yes, I have all these books that I've written that we go over, and right now I'm finishing 3 albums. I have a single that I'm finishing. This week, actually, I'm coming out with one of the albums. It's the album from my book, Sweet Melancholy. It's just piano instrumental, but it's all of these pieces that I recorded. I'm coming out with this album this week. Next week, I'm coming out with the next book in my Essential Piano Exercise series. We have Essential New Age Piano Exercises. We have Essential Piano Exercises, Essential Jazz Piano Exercises, 100 left-hand patterns every piano player should know. This book alone has sold over 50,000 copies on Amazon, just on Amazon alone, not on all the other sites and not on my website, just on Amazon alone. This has sold over 50,000 copies. And right now, next week, I'm coming out with the 5th book in that series. We have 4 books in the series. I'm coming out with the 5th book next week. It is titled Essential Pop Piano Exercises Every Piano Player Should Know. And then I'm coming out with a Christian pop single that I've written. I believe God has a plan for me. So I'm coming out with that in a few weeks. And I'm coming out with a new techno pop album. It's actually the pop pieces that I've included the piano music for in my new book, Essential Pop Piano Exercises. So we're coming out with that techno pop album. And I have challenged myself, and it's a lot, but I've challenged myself to come out with 1 to 2 new books or albums every single month this year. And it's a lot, but I have a lot already ready to go and set up. But I want to help encourage you. I'm going through this on my own. We are all trying to do our best and be better. And so I want to help inspire you and show you what I am doing as I am coming out with a new book or a new album, or what I am doing, the process I am going through to accomplish my goals. And I want you to do the same. That we can inspire each other, that we can strengthen one another, that we can help each other as we are doing our best and striving to be better each and every day. So thank you for everyone who attended the live course next Monday night, starting at 6 o'clock and going until 7 or possibly 7:30. We will have week 2. Everyone who is enrolled in the course and has signed up at empoweredbypositivity.com every day this week, and then for the next 2 months, you will receive a daily email. That email will have challenges. It will talk about, I will give lists of books and I encourage you to read. And the books will not just be my books, they will be motivational self-help books like As a Man Thinketh, or several Og Mandino books. I love Og Mandino books. Or going through and talking about the power of positive thinking, or different. They will correspond and correlate with what we're focusing on, but different ideas. I will have a list. Every day I will have a challenge, whether it's the daily 100 to exercise every day, do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 pull-ups, whatever it may be, you can choose 5. I have a list of all these different 100 challenges going on a walk or run for 100 minutes, going and playing sports or being outside every day for 100 minutes, and all these different things, whether it's journaling for 100 minutes a day. And you can choose, I say choose at least 5. Sometimes I tell people start with 3 if 5's too many, but choose 5 at least, and it's the daily 100. And you will notice a difference. If you did 100 push-ups every single day, now you don't have to do them all in one setting. What if you did 25 push-ups? First thing in the morning, you were able to do 25 push-ups, and then you did another 25 push-ups. So that's 50 push-ups. Maybe in the morning you do 50 push-ups, and maybe in the evening you do another 50 push-ups. Well, guess what? That right there would be 100 push-ups. Can you imagine physically what would happen to you after a week of doing 100 push-ups every single day? What about a month of doing 100 push-ups every single day? Think about that. If you are trying to write a book, think what would happen if you started a goal that you would write 100 words every day in your book. 100 words. Well, guess what? 100, after 5 days, you have 500 words in your book. What if, after doing that for a week, maybe you upped it and you said, I'm going to spend 100 minutes every day writing my new book that I'm going to come out with. And somehow you were able to find that time. Remember, it's about scheduling success, where you schedule the time ahead of time. And you say, this is when I'm going to work out. This is when I'm going to write my book. This is when I'm going to be with my family. And you schedule success. And then what happens is, all of a sudden, if you go from writing 100 words per day to writing 100 minutes per day, within a month or two, you could have almost a completely finished book. Now, you would need to then have it edited and proofed, and you would need to start the process of, there's a difference between writing the book and then preparing the book to become a product. There's a big difference, and we can talk about that. And then once you have the product, then you have to market, promote, sell, and there's a big difference, each of those steps along the way. But see, you start to change and transform your thinking, and that is what we are focusing on. So thank you to everyone who has signed up for the course. If you would like to learn more, you can visit my website, empoweredbypositivity.com. My main website is musicmotivation.com, but you can go to empoweredbypositivity.com to learn more about this course. You can also visit empoweredbypositivity.com/teens to learn about the course for teens. Essentially, it's the same course, but during the day when we're talking with the teens, then we are focusing on teen issues and things directed more for teens. But hope you have a wonderful week. For everyone who is enrolled in the course, I can't wait to have you see a transformation in your life as you progress, as you improve, as you become the person you want to become. And that is what we are focusing on. That is what we are striving for. So thank you so much. Hope you guys have a great week. And thanks for everyone who attended this live lesson. See you later. Bye.